Rather than being a devoted royal, Meghan Markle believed that her life as a married woman with Prince Harry would be more akin to that of a Disney princess, according to an expert. Tiaras and ballrooms were not what the Duchess of Sussex had bargained for, according to royal author Mark Borkowski, who was a guest on The Sun's royal exclusive show. The famous photograph of the Duchess of Cambridge sitting on a railing outside Buckingham Palace when she was 15 years old demonstrated how her life went from being that of a picture-perfect visitor to that of a real-life sovereign. After that, Meghan and Harry tied the married on May 19, 2018, at St. George's Chapel in Windsor, in front of a celebrity-studded crowd of 600 guests. It is reported that the event cost £32 million, which includes the expenses for everything from the security and catering to the magnificent dress that Meghan wore. At the event held during lunchtime, there was a throng consisting of A-list celebrities, such as the Clooneys, the Beckhams, and Elton John, who performed. Borkowski, a royal connoisseur, asserted that the Duchess of Sussex, who is 43 years old, received more than she had asked for. He had this to say to Matt Wilkinson, the royal editor of The Sun. "If you look back, there was so much positivity. They were called a Fat Four with Kate and William, but it stems from the fact that there is a pecking order in the royal family, regardless of what you think the duties are." While Meghan perceived it as more of a Disney princess role than a royal one, they are not in the running for that top post. Tiaras, ballrooms, celebrities, and large-scale state openings are not what it is about. On a chilly and rainy Saturday afternoon in Kettering is the opening of a municipal centre. It's a job, and I think that was the first thing that came apart. The news that Harry and Meghan would be resigning from their positions as working senior royals in 2020 came as a complete surprise to the audience. They moved to California, where they currently reside in a mansion in Montecito with their 2 children, Archie, who is 5 years old, and Lilibet, who is 3 years old. Their departure from Britain they referred to as Megxit. Although they stated that they would carve out a progressive new role and become financially independent, the couple stated that they will continue to support the Queen. Reportedly, the late Queen Elizabeth II was described as being very disturbed at the time, while King Charles and Prince William were described as being incandescent. They were attempting to play the role of semi-working royals, but unfortunately, things did not go according to plan. Even after they had left, Harry discussed Meghan's surprise at becoming a member of the royal family in a podcast that was broadcast in the United States. "My wife had the most amazing explanation," he said in an interview with the Armchair Expert podcast. "You don't have to be a princess. You can make your own life that will be more wonderful than any princess's life," she said. That is a good example of it. It is based on her own personal experience that she is saying this. "We got together, and she was like, wow, this is very different to what my friends at the beginning said it would be." The Sussexes then made strong allegations against the firm to Oprah during their sit-down interview in 2021, which contributed to the escalation of a nasty family feud. The conversation was so intense that Meghan even compared herself to Ariel, the Disney princess. "Now, who among adults actually watches The Little Mermaid?" she asked him. On the other hand, it was on, and I thought to myself, well, I'm just here all the time, so I might as well watch this. It was then that I exclaimed, "Oh my God, she has fallen in love with a prince, and as a result, she is unable to speak. But by the end she gets her voice back." The actress responds, "And this is what happened here. You feel like you've got your voice back." In addition, the Sussexes asserted that certain members of the royal family had made assumptions on the color of Prince Archie's skin. In the future, after Harry and Meghan's erstwhile friend Omid Scobie published his hatchet job book Endgame, it was asserted that the royals were actually Princess Kate and King Charles. During the controversial interview with Oprah, the Duchess of Cambridge also made some scathing remarks about the royal family and how they dealt with her battling mental health issues. Assaults that were made by the Sussexes in their Netflix documentaries from 2022 added fuel to the flames of the severe dispute. The next year, Harry published his memoir Spare, in which he allegedly shattered all of the remaining links within the family. A paperback edition of the incendiary book is scheduled to be released in October, which may cause tensions to be rekindled. The Duke asserted in his memoir that William had physically assaulted him in 2019, that he had knocked him to the ground, and that he had made nasty statements about Meghan. As a result of Meghan's allegations that the royal made her cry, the Sussexes had also targeted Princess Kate. Other interviews that the Duke has given in the past have only served to further exacerbate the situation. The following is what he said to Tom Bradby, a broadcaster for ITV, while he was promoting his book. "I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back, but they've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile it." While this was going on, the Duke of Cambridge stated in a sit-down discussion with CBS that he considered Queen Camilla to be a villain who left bodies in the street in an effort to improve her own popularity. It has been alleged that these harsh statements crossed a red line with King Charles. During another interview with ITV that took place a month ago, Harry once again attacked his family, claiming that their lack of support during his fight for security in the United Kingdom is a central conflict between them. After the funeral of the Queen 2 years ago, Harry and William are said to have barely exchanged a word. As Harry wrote in Spare, it is believed that they have not talked since then. It was at the funeral of their uncle, Lord Robert Fellowes, that they were last seen together, and they kept their distance from one another throughout that time. An attempt was made to gain a comment from a spokeswoman for the Sussexes.